what I want to do is share the screen so that I can show you the virtual tour of this amazing property. One second. Let me get into the matrix. Matrix is the name of our listing system. So the property is 13576 Telephone Road. It's 242917. The MLS number is 242917. And I'm going to click on the virtual tour right now. So hopefully that's the view that you're going to be getting, which is pretty impressive. This virtual tour that I'm going to show you, it can play by itself if you just click on it. As I said, I was going to be live at the site and walk through the house with you and the land, but I will do that Sunday 1 to 3. But in the meantime, if you want to go to the MLS number 242917 online on realtor.ca, it's also on the Toronto board, but that number will get you to the virtual tour and to the floor plans and to the aerial drone tour of the property, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to show you that next. So I'm zooming out. I'm hoping you can see this the way I think you can. This is the kitchen. My virtual tour designers are awesome. They make it so that you can click around and zoom in on various aspects of the home. You can zoom in close and look out the window. See the faucets, see the apron sink, get a real sense of the space from a zoomed out view. So this is a brick wall, exposed brick, apron sink, and beautiful island that has soapstone. Inside of this soapstone, right in this area here that I'm sort of hovering over with the circle, if you can see that, there's a recessed exhaust hood, which I think is so cool because for a long time everybody was trending with these large sort of garish overhead range hoods that sucked everything up for you and were functional and somewhat decorative, I guess, in an industrial kind of way, but they kind of got in the way. And when you want to entertain around your center island and have people there and you're cooking and preparing food, I think it's nicer to have that beautiful decorative lighting over top, and you can just get rid of all the odors and so on, and then have the exhaust hood go right back down inside the soapstone island. They also have cupboards all built in around this island. They have plug-ins for your phone or your blender or whatever electrical appliances you would like to use. I love the feeling of a farmhouse in here with the exposed beam. I'm going to walk over here and tour back around if I can figure out how to do this. I'm learning as I go, so bear with me. Here you are in the family room. This is the front door that you would walk in, and the first thing you see is this gorgeous exposed beam and brick and built-in cabinetry kitchen, which I think is just sort of a farmhouse feeling. I love it, even though it's very contemporary. It has the double ovens, the KitchenAid appliances, which are all very high-end, black enamel and stainless steel. And the dishwasher, it has a really neat chalkboard on the side of that cabinetry, glass cabinets with lighting, exposed shelving, and some replica cabinetry. These are 8-inch plank floors throughout this home. So when you're looking down at the floor, you're not looking at historic original floors, but it is what they would have done back in the day, but it's just high quality 8-inch plank flooring. There's an exposed brick fireplace, which is propane, so that's very nice and convenient with side shelving. And that's your front door. As I said, I'll take you out here for a second so you can see. Hopefully I can do this right. I'm trying to think if I can show you the entrance from the porch. Again, bear with me as I learn how to do this. Nope, I think I'll have to do that from the side later. So we'll continue on throughout the house. If you go to the left, you're walking out to a very whimsical covered porch. There's a pantry with barn board sliding door there. Lots of windows to the views. Down this hall is a laundry room and a 2-piece powder room. And I love the powder room. It's pretty. It's got a barn board slider door, but it's large. It's not what you think of as a small powder room. And in this laundry room, you can also walk out to the outside. Laundry room is very functional and it has the sink and the cabinetry up above. And every detail of this home, even the laundry room has the nice wide trims and beautiful cool sort of soft green color. Down the hall, you have beautiful lighting and light fixtures. You have the, trying to think of the name of that, the slats in the ceiling. Sorry, I'm trying to remember it and it's escaped me right now. And all of this porch outside has that feeling of just entertaining. So it's a covered porch, has the whimsical artisan windows that were reclaimed French door glass type windows and French doors out, and that's a great space to be and hang out with family and friends and barbecue. Privacy bushes, some neat old ruins here that are from a relic building, and it kind of makes a neat backdrop for the gardens and the perennials. You can hang your clothes on the line, which is awesome. Some people really miss that in the city or in subdivisions where they don't allow that. Propane tanks necessary for running the property. There's more of the relic brick and stone. And I'll get over to the barns shortly when we do the aerial drone tour, but I just wanted to show you how pretty this house is for entertaining. I think I can go back inside. And so back to the kitchen, we walk through to the other side of the house and you are in the formal dining room. Lost art in many homes of having a formal dining room capability. I love that dining room has beautiful windowsills, mullions on the windows, a lot of just pretty ambiance and light coming into the room. It's a little bit weird to show you, I guess, when I'm zooming in and out, so you can always take this tour on your own if you're getting dizzy from my clicking around. Out in the hall is the side entrance. This is a beautiful foyer, gorgeous leaded glass window in the door coming in, and a sitting area or cafe tables is what they've chosen in the foyer. But this is just so filled with light, and it's just such a pretty way to enter the home. It's the side door into the house, and you can see all the fields and farmland in the distance. More plank flooring. This is the family room, and the family room is off the dining room and off that side door. It has built-in cabinetry, absolutely beautiful built-in cabinetry, and more beautiful windows and light. When we go back out into the hall, where you're going now is upstairs to the chalet-style master suite and the other two guest bedrooms. So when you get upstairs, you go through double doors into the master suite, and I really love this. It's shiplap, that's the name I was trying to remember for the work on the ceiling. Sort of a shiplap look to the wall treatment there. And this is an ensuite bath. Really pretty ensuite bath with a soaker tub. And it's hard to get perfect sense of angles and size when you're roaming around on the virtual tour. But there is a measurement tool over here. You can have floor plan selector, view the floor plan. There's a dollhouse view, or you can hit this ruler and you get a measurement tool, which is kind of neat. So you can click, how far and what size and that kind of thing, how high different parts of the home are. That's the dollhouse view, which lets you see the view as if it was a dollhouse. So you can decide if you wanted to re-demise any of the space or take down walls and that kind of thing. So there's gorgeous views over the countryside from your master bath. Beautiful chandelier, light fixtures, glass shower doors, and nice tiling. There's a walk-in closet, so very functional and nice size walk-in closet. And back into the bedroom is this really pretty chalet style look to the master. And you can tell that's a pretty large bed, and there's a heck of a lot of space in this bedroom. Over here, there's built-in cabinets by that window, the double doors, more storage in the hall right here. All of the hardware on the doors and detail work is so well thought out. They have transom windows above their guest bedroom. So when you're looking in this guest bedroom, you can see beautiful transom windows, really nice lighting, transom windows into the bathroom. And I love the colors in this bedroom. Just architecturally, it's quite interesting. They have really nice colors, and the door selection and the hardware and the window placement. flooring, just such a pretty guest bedroom. So down the hall this way, you know, your guests just don't feel, try to get back out there, your guests don't feel like, you know, they have a lesser than bedroom. Oh, there's the measurement tool I was trying to call it before, so you can see, you know, distances and that kind of stuff. It's quite interesting to be able to use that tool. It's very useful. So here's the other guest bedroom, also very replica, reminiscent of a sort of, I guess, shabby chic or romantic era bedroom decor. Beautiful windows looking out to the countryside. In the back of the house, lots of room for closets and armoires, vanities, and dressers. The transom windows add a lot of light and character to the home. There's light up there. There's marble tiling in the main bath, transom window above. And again, it's just a little bit hard to show you when I'm clicking around, but you can do this all on your own as well and get a better sense of the space. This gives you measurements, click and draw, and you can like see the heights of the vanity and that kind of thing. It's just an awesome tool. So let's go back to playing the tour. Go back down the stairs, and what I also like is it's really separate from the master suite to the guest bedroom, so you have a little bit of privacy. Nice large hallway, nothing feels cramped, beautiful work on the woodwork and the trims and the, sorry, it's just going off. The trims and the hallways and no railings, banisters, all of that. Everything's just so tied in nicely together. All has sort of really beautiful flow to it, unique artisan details, gorgeous hardware, beautiful glass and windows and woodwork. There's the family. And back to the dining room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you outside into the covered front porch and the outside living space. I hope I can get there this way. If not, I might have to just click on the aerial tour, which I think I will do now anyway. It's time for that. 2,800 square foot home, spectacular views. There's 2 large barns on the property, and there's hiking trails, arable farmland. There's a front view of the porch, which I think is so pretty. So that, just imagine sitting there and looking over your land. There's the inside entry garage with Maybach siding. It's hardy board siding on the house, so you do not have to paint this beautiful color. It's a protected treatment on the home, and it is hardy board. You can look up that or ask me about it if you want to know more detail on that product. There's one of the barns in the distance. There's some beautiful stonework. This house is just so picturesque everywhere you look. It's absolutely amazing and substantial workmanship has gone into it. There's the back, whimsical porch, the side entertaining area and grounds. There's some view of the ruins of an old building, which I think is just so charming. I could see having a wedding there or a special ceremony or event. There's 2 of the barns. They both have hydro. One still has milking stanchions. It was a dairy farm. So you could take that up if you wanted. You could have any kind of dairy farm or chicken farm. You could use that space for a yoga studio, for possibly, you know, an event center, art or music studio, or guest suites. So much you could do with those 2 structures, and it's very expensive to recreate. There's the beautiful kitchen and the lighting and the cabinetry and the feeling of this house, which is just, you know, sunlight filtering in through warmth, glow, some really nice, unique, and natural materials being used. Soapstone counters, I love. Yeah, I find this house absolutely stunning. So going through the furniture like cabinetry in the kitchen, all the mod cons such as the kitchen appliances and the double door freezers, double ovens, convection ovens. Oh, in this hall, this is nice to note, there's built-in and pull-out drawers and more cabinetry. They did not spare any space for making it both beautiful and functional in this home. This is a nice lounging family room or living room off of the kitchen with the fireplace. Formal dining room. I'm going a little quick because I want to get us to the outside before we're done. That's the other sitting room that has the built-in cabinetry across from the dining room. And cathedral or chalet style ceiling in the master bedroom suite. Chandeliers and double doors and built-in cabinetries, ensuite bath and glass shower doors and soaker tubs. One of the guest bedrooms, main bath. I love how they've used historic pieces but blended them with modern updates to make the bathroom ensuites and the baths look very beautiful. The transom windows are lovely. There's another piece of furniture that they've repurposed with the sink. The laundry room. Now we're getting outside. So I'm going to take you down. There's floor plans. You can have a look at the floor plans when you get more serious and have interest to actually check into the measurements and dimensions of everything. And then up here we have the aerial tour. So I'll let that play for a minute. Hopefully it's easy to see. Obviously this was shot in the summer. Absolutely beautiful at the end of the year. There's the two barns. Currently it's soy crop on the farm. They've had corn. It's arable tile drain. Look at that. Gorgeous rolling hill farmland, apple country, southern Lake Ontario shoreline, just a few minutes away, the 401 very close by. Beautifully groomed farmland. We live in such a gorgeous country. This is about an hour and 20 minutes from Toronto, like say from the 401 and the DVP, depending on the time of day, obviously, drive time. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Farmland is currently rented out, but you could farm it yourself, or you could rent it out to help keep taxes low. Taxes are only under 5,000 on the property, which is incredible for 50 acres. There's about 13 acres that is hiking trails, and the rest is arable farmland, and then obviously park lake area around the house. So I think that's pretty much a good amount of information to start with, and I will be at the house Sunday 1 to 3 p.m. May 3rd, and I will do a walkthrough and a drive around on that farmland behind me, weather permitting. And if you have any questions, or if you have any interest, or if you know anyone that wants to get, out of Dodge, maybe get away from the city and live a sustainable lifestyle if they choose, do their own farming, raise their own chickens or their own animals, or just be sort of gentle women farmers and live by renting out the land to somebody else. There's just so many options for this property. So give me a call and we can discuss it more. thanks for having a listen, and hope that I answered some of your questions or curiosities about 13576 Telephone Road in Colburn. And as I said, there's a ton of uses. It's a beautiful new build contemporary farmhouse in replica farmhouse style, but with all the modern, beautiful conveniences and materials that only an artisan builder such as this would have taken the time and spent the money to build with. And it's sitting on 49.9 acres of pristine Canadian farmland, arable soil. The crop is currently rented out, and you could continue with that arrangement, or you could farm it yourself. The two barns, one has milking stanchions in it still, and it does have electrical power to both barns. So they could be workshops, they could be studios, they could be event venues, they could be a ton of things. I could see this becoming a beautiful resort property, a bed and breakfast, or just to have your own gorgeous family compound an hour and 20 minutes from Toronto. So have a look, and if you have any questions, I'm Denise. I guess I could have said that at the beginning, but usually when you're watching online, you can see my website and my contact information and my name. So I work for Century 21 All Pro Realty, and I've been very happy to walk you through this property today. And let me know if there's any questions or if you'd like to make an offer. I'm available. Thank you very much for listening. I'll figure out how to end. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, end meeting. Sorry, I'm still checking out all this technology and trying to work remotely as best I can.